So, welcome to the third session of HSD. Alrighty, so, Cody. Oh, shut up.
But you sound very, what's the word? Metallic.
Metallic.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, anyway, so Cody, give me a recap of what happened last session.
Well, let's see. First, we decided to convoy, a bunch of medical kids across space from Phobos, which is the investment planet. But, apparently some sort of corporation brought the rich corporation or the best corporation.
Anyway.
Anyways, after losing about 2 of the ships, he ended up, I don't know if he can make it there with maybe at least one of the ships. But he ended up getting stopped, hitting a blockade. Just so happened the blockade is run by a particular captain who has a last name that seems quite very similar to Terror. In fact, you could say they're probably related. We met up with some old NPC or some old player characters turned NPCs. Met up with the man who gave us the symbiote suit, who brought us here to this planet that we're currently on, and shortly after arriving, a blood and shadow creature burst forth out of our unconscious
Alrighty. Alrighty, so yeah. Anyway, you guys wake up on Phobos.
Wait.
No.
Yeah. Well, you're back now. So you guys wake up on Phobos.
No, we're not.
You're on Phobos.
No.
Because when we last left off, we're in the guy's place and the alarms went off.
Unless somebody has made the technology to move someone while they're awake.
Yeah, because we were all awake, something jumped out of Dylan's body, and that's where we left off.
For it,
Well, from what I remember, you guys had just finished, or were still kind of in the middle of searching. But
yes, we were.
Either way, you now wake up on Phobos.
No, I didn't.
I assure you, you woke up on Phobos.
No, this is not Phobos. I will deny that this is Phobos because it cannot be Phobos.
Alrighty. So, anyway, what are you guys doing? Because you find yourselves in what appears to be a shopping mall.
Denying that this is Phobos.
Okay.
I agree with them.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
Firstly, I look around to see if everybody's with me.
Okay, that's my timer.
Okay. To answer that, yes. You do see the others there with you, Christina, at this
Are
point.
we hallucinating? Because I just thought we were in the ship.
You can look around and make sure.
Look around and make sure.
Alright. So go ahead and give me a perception check. A average perception check.
Alright. That's 2, you are 3.
That's 2 purples.
Alright. Yellow and
Alright, so you indeed appear to be on Phobos. And yes, everybody else here is with you.
I'm touching the walls to make sure it's real.
Okay. As you touch the walls, it definitely feels like a mixture of something similar to drywall and like laminate
Okay.
wall.
Okay, what else is there? Is it a normal shopping mall, or does it look like it's been destroyed?
It appears to be a normal shopping mall for all intents and purposes.
Like, it hasn't been wrecked through, destroyed?
No. It does not look like it has been in a war zone.
Okay, that's my question.
Okay, so while she's doing that, Dylan, what are you doing? Yep.
I'm going to Conway, pinch myself, and then kind of stare up unfocused into the sky and tell God this is the best forest future of wildlife.
You receive no reply. As you kind of pinch yourself, you realize that yes, it does not hurt.
Alright. I'm ahead of the fucking rope.
Wait.
Are you gonna jump?
You say that out loud, Dylan?
Yes.
Oh, you do? I go, I think you have it all wrong. You know, there's probably some laws or rules in place, but they were badly written in and randomly enforced here.
Okay, that kind of burns. Tyson.
That's the part you threw on straight at me, Nick. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I know, I'm well aware. Don't worry, it's going to get worse.
I'm role-playing this out.
Yep. So, Tyson, what are you doing?
I pull out a cigar, I'm looking at Sabine, and I just said that. I'm in the middle of Phobos.
Alright.
I'm going to pull out my phone, my TOG,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to make a call
Alrighty.
to Allie.
Yes, boss, how can I help you?
Hey, that tracker beacon and stuff, I'm gonna use a story point instead of the tracker beacon on it.
Okay.
Where am I? Where's my tracking beacon right now?
It looks like the Teton Mall in Phobos.
And according to this tracking beacon, how did I get here?
What do you mean, boss?
Like, how did I... We went to go investigate someone on a ship, and for some reason we just woke up inside the mall in Phobos.
Well, the last message I've got from you, boss, is that you were heading back to Phobos to take care of some business.
Alright. I guess I'll take care of some business.
But what business?
Is there anything you need from me anymore, boss, or am I good to get back to the job at hand?
Yes, actually, I do have one last thing. Give me 1 second. Let me look it up.
Okay. Oh, I need that as well.
My leadership to see if I can get out of Allie exactly why I was coming to Phobos to do whatever I was going to do. Because I forgot.
Okay.
Man, I made a roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a leadership check.
Did I get any bonuses?
Well, she is your employee, so I'd say, yeah, you get a boost. It's going to be an average check, or actually an easy check.
Yeah.
And just for fun, I'm going to upgrade it to a red, just so you can have your thing back.
One thing.
Your story point.
Oh, appreciate
Yep. Okay. You said you had some people you needed to go and, she stops a moment, acquire? I think is the expression you used.
it. I have some people that I need to acquire. Acquire for the business, other kinds of business, or are we talking about like let me see here. Give me 1 second.
No worries. You hear some what sounds like clicking noises in the background, and she's like, "Okay, we're on a secured network. You were going here to collect some of the evacuees that were left over to bring back for the business."
Oh, well, that totally makes sense. Did the Pale people make it back there?
We have not had any contact from the Pale people.
Ah. Alright. And for my advantage, I want my advantage to be that Allie gives me a tip on where I should possibly go to find the people I wanted to look for.
Unfortunately, boss, you didn't give me that information. You just said that they were on Phobos, and for security reasons, you weren't able to tell me.
Well, I appreciate you very much. You guys are wonderful.
You too, boss. And you can tell she's kind of like, okay, that was a little weird conversation, but okay.
I didn't get my meds this morning, okay? Wait, this one was clear. I didn't get my meds this morning. I give a fuck. Right now, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, good to know, boss. So, anyway, Cody, you see Krylock on the phone. Christina is touching the wall. Kola has pinched himself and then walked towards the ladder to try and go up to the rooftop. What would you like to be doing?
You didn't tell me what I said.
That's for you to relay to him, not me.
No. So after I pinched myself, I looked up and I said, "This is a physical plot device."
Yes.
Wait, should I read what I told Dylan?
Who comes up with shared dream state?
Well, the better question, so we backtrack to Cody. See, hear this. I did tell Sabine after that, I go, there's probably a place of rules or laws here, but I think they're badly written, randomly enforced.
They're more like guidelines.
Yep. To which...
But we keep coming back here. This seems to be the only map that God knows how to use. Anyway.
I want to do this. I don't mean to interrupt Cody. I'm going to say to the group, I think...
Hold on, you're still on the phone, boss? That's why I swapped to Cody. Because this is all happening all around the same time frame. So I just want to hear what Cody says, and then you can do your thing after that.
Alright, well, after they go to try and get roof access, I'm going to do the smart thing and check all of the exits.
Okay. So you kind of wander off and start heading for the nearest entrance.
Before I leave, though, I'm making sure that they know I'm going to search the exit.
Okay.
First rule of a horror movie, don't go anywhere without anybody knowing you're there.
Exactly.
Do I notice him walking away as I get off the phone?
He basically announces it, so yes, everybody notices.
Before you go, I think it would be better if we all stick together and we try to figure out what's going on.
That music's
As
not
a
cool.
group. So if you want to go check that, I think we should do it together.
How about teams of two?
Do you really think that's should be what?
It worked for Scooby in the game.
Typical mall music.
Scooby-Doo.
Nick, I'm gonna use my command talent here
Okay.
to give everyone in the group a blue dice to any discipline checks they make for the next 20 minutes.
Alrighty. You guys have to keep track of that. I won't be able to remember all of that and everything else going on.
Oh, I will.
Alrighty. So, Dylan, I'm going to start with you because you were the first one that said they were going for an exit, essentially. So after a few seconds, you happen to find the rooftop access. It's really not that hard, seeing as how they have like little signs that kind of lead you towards it. When you climb up on the roof and you kind of look out around the city, you notice something kind of odd. Essentially, you see streets paved in fire. The buildings are smoldering and collapsing under multiple lightning strikes. And people are running, screaming in all directions, only to be consumed in shadow. Simultaneously, you also see other skyscrapers that are blown out and stand over smoking craters. Scorched skeletons lie in the streets, some clutching objects too mutilated to identify. What are you doing now?
You said that the people are running and screaming and being consumed by shadow.
Yep.
Well, considering when we left Phobos, the city was as quiet as a fucking zoo. There's something fucking going on here.
Well, I have a thought. T-H-O-H.
What?
Okay.
Pulling around in the right?
Lots of shadows being consumed. I'm not a psychologist, but this sounds like some sort of psychological event. You know, like, if we are in some sort of mental dream state, because we're all on a station just a few minutes ago, we all are captured in some sort of shared psychosis.
I'll be right back.
Trapped in some psychosis and it's currently falling apart. Now the question is, one, if that is true, how do we stop it? And two, after that, how the fuck do we get out?
True.
Alrighty, so Cody, you come to one of the exits. Outside, you see exactly what I've basically described there. However, as you kind of look around, you start to get a headache. Roll me a resilience check. The difficulty is going to be average.
Eat this for resilience. What is my resilience? You said average?
Yes, so 2 purples. I will spend a story point to make it a red. That is fine. Don't forget you get a boost thanks to Tyson as well. Alright, describe what happens.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if I actually knew what was going on, I could describe to you what's happening, but I don't know what's going on, so I can't describe to you what's happening unless you would like to enlighten me.
Just give me something really good that's happening to you. Because you're still having a massive headache, or you're getting a headache, but something really good happened to you.
I have an epiphany.
Okay? What kind of epiphany?
I don't know. Give me something, DM.
Alright. So, I will DM it to you. This is exactly what you see. Let's see here. I need to make sure this is the right one.
Well, you know this is fake because there's Google at the bottom of the name.
Yeah, okay.
It's like we're all part of one big role-playing game. Weird.
That burns before your eyes.
Ah, it's smart. Hey, I've seen this before. Where the fuck have I seen that before?
sort of know. You told us what it was. You could tell you.
Actually, no, this is why I need Osaka here, because me and her were the one who saw this.
If you throw off, I'm gonna kick you, dog.
Alright, so, Christina. Sorry, I'm going to swap to Christina real quick. Christina, what are you doing?
I'm going to go to one of the nearest exits.
Okay, so you follow behind Cody.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, so you're following behind Cody. You see him kind of like rubbing his head. And, that's, well, Cody, go ahead and describe what your character is doing when you start getting a headache and then that happens.
Well, I'm really starting to get the feeling that this is some sort of, mental thing. We're not actually on both, we're just kind of... And I will, while basically reiterating this to her, while shit, I'm sure he's trying to kill me. And then I will describe to her the image I'm seeing.
Okay. So go ahead and describe the image.
Yeah. It is... It is a square, but in a diamond-shaped square, with a star, a four-pointed star, in the center of that square. Two lines coming off of the bottom of the four-pointed star at the inner star.
Mm-hmm.
With a line shooting off the top point of the star straight through the top of the diamond. On the two top sides of the diamond. Yeah, what's up? Outside, unfortunate. No, I haven't done. What is
You had the line heading straight up out of the diamond.
Diamond.
Okay, and two lines coming out of the top side of the diamond. And they end, and then a little bit out from those two lines are two red diamonds.
Never seen it, but okay. At least I don't think I've ever seen it.
And now that I've described it, can I go ahead and share it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I personally know what it is, but Steph does not.
This is what it is.
Right.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So Dylan, you're still up on the roof. What are you doing?
Yeah, just save them.
I'm going to go back downstairs and relay what I saw to the others and say, I don't think this.
Now, when you described that to me, and I described what I saw, I will reiterate my previous plot point of, I believe this is all someone's head.
Yes, but I'm heavy.
Well, we currently only have one unconscious individual.
Yes, we did.
And given that there's shadows gobbling everything, and we already know that someone is currently dealing with shadows, I'm going to go out on a ledge here and say that, welcome to Sabine's head.
Delightful.
Actually, that's kind of scary.
Or welcome to the shadows, then. But you know who does know? The shadows.
Oh.
Alrighty. So, as you guys kind of stand at the entrance talking and trying to figure out what the heck's going on,
Lock the doors.
from the west, you hear that.
Lock the doors.
Okay?
The big mall.
Alright, so you guys run around the mall locking the doors.
Did it come from in the building or out of the building?
Outside.
Okay.
Well, unless anybody can think of any place we can run to, that's right for it.
Station.
Oh, shit! I guess it helps if I zoom out on the map.
Anyway,
So, Nick, can we even see this?
as you kind of, as you're locking the doors, your headache seems to start getting worse until you kind of like start pointing towards that direction.
Alright, fine.
It never gets better, but it does like stop getting worse when you point that way.
I have a good idea, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. My daughter found some maggots.
Some maggots?
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, maggots in what?
Rice.
Ugh. Yuck.
Uncooked rice. You know, uncooked rice? It wasn't even cooked yet, and they're crawling in there. So thankfully she found the first one.
No kidding.
I'm eating fried rice.
Alright, so,
What's going on? Can you backtrack me? I'm sorry.
yeah, so essentially, as they were kind of debating and trying to figure out what's going on, they have come to the conclusion that they are in either Sabine's dream, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in either Sabine's dream or inside the Shadow's head.
Yes.
One of the two.
That's kind of the consensus that I've heard so far.
I've been having headaches, and I described the image that is currently in general, and if I face in a northwestern direction, my headache subsides a little, but it doesn't hurt.
Oh, geez, I wonder which direction it's going.
Oh, and they also, as they were debating too, they heard this.
Then we lock the doors.
Then they locked the doors.
The problem is, we heard the noise from the west, and those are those things on the map, from the west.
No. I say we head on out. There's no point in staying here forever.
Wait, do we still have our weapons?
Uh-huh. You have everything on you.
Interesting.
I wonder if this is a thought, if this is a mind and this is a construct, I wonder if I can't think of something. I'm going to try and think up a cheat.
A what? You're going to think up a what now? Alright, go ahead and roll me a,
Why not a tank?
I want to make sure it works first.
Something simple.
Something I can think of that I know is going to be...
Go ahead and roll me a easy willpower check.
More power to will. An easy willpower?
Yep.
Yes.
It's just a characteristic. It's literally just your characteristic. No. I will, however, allow you to use knowledge science if you'd like, instead. Like, use your knowledge science to give you the upgrades for your willpower.
What did you say the check was?
An easy one.
Oh, purple.
1 purple. Yep. Alright, yeah. As you're kind of thinking about it and you hold your hands out, the cheeseburger just kind of appears in your hand.
Oh. Take a bite of the cheeseburger because it tastes like a cheeseburger.
It tastes like the best cheeseburger you've had.
Guys, it works.
Well, let's all join hands and think of a tank.
No, I have a better idea.
Hmm?
The dream world. Let's all think we're over there.
True. You can think where that symbol is.
That's true. You want to join hands like some cult? So
You have tiny hands.
that's what she said. Good thing I'm a woman.
I'm pretty sure you hear that all the time.
You betcha. Anyways, I'll hold out my hands. Shall we?
Okay.
Fine.
Alright, so group check then. So I need whoever wants to be the characteristic, whoever has the best willpower, I recommend you being the characteristic.
Mine is 3 green.
Mine is 2 green.
Mine's also 2 green.
I got 1. Don't lose me.
Alright, so Cody, you are the base here. So how are you guys picturing, like dreaming that you're essentially going from there to there?
We all have to think on one tank. We all have to think on different. Either we all have to think on the tank as a whole, or the tank, you know.
I thought we were going to.
Oh.
I thought we were going to will ourselves.
Will our, that's right. We're willing ourselves across town. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've all been on Phobos before. Let's all think of an area that's in that direction.
And tank.
And the tank.
And the tank.
Let's do the tank first, and then
And the tank.
teleport ourselves in the tank there.
And a tank in that place. There's a tank in the place where we're teleporting.
Into the tank. Well, let's teleport into the tank.
Okay, so I've got Cody's will is the highest, so that's 3 green. What skill do you guys think you can use to enhance this, to make those 3 green turn to yellows?
I'm using my knowledge, which that'll get me like 1.
Okay, so you're just wanting to roll the entire check for everyone then? And then they just give you a boost, I take it, for helping you out?
Is that what all y'all want to do?
Wait.
But we have mechanics as a skill.
Alright,
Operating.
so Tyson, go ahead.
That's our Rita.
If we're trying to build a tank, I can use the mechanic and the whole hey, I know how this is built and constructed. You're being aggravating.
Yes. So I wouldn't mind making the roll, actually, because I think that, well,
What do you
we need to stay cool and calm because, like, we're going into probably a combat encounter. So we should probably take the initiative in combat, teleport ourselves there in a tank. And I would like to use cool with my presence. Because that is all about like a trap stage ambush. Try to set up a combat encounter with your character. Shall initiate for judges the right time to do so. And you know what? That's all my characters think about. There's going to be a whole lot of shit ass pain there.
As I was going to say, if we use mechanics, if we basically use my base will as the role and adjust it by wanting to appear there or in a tank, and I use mechanics. My mechanics role is 3 yellows plus a blue.
There you go.
let's do that.
Okay. So, the check is going to be formidable with reds.
Oh, jeez.
How many?
5 reds. 5 reds.
Well, don't forget, you get 3 blues, 1 from each of us.
That is true.
Let's just walk.
Why don't we just summon a tank first and then teleport ourselves?
Okay. Here's the thing. Nick. Hold up. Before you decide to count down any counters here, because we've got a whole lot of people not making any decision. In the general chat, if you want the tank first, and then we either walk or drive there,
I think it's safer with the tank.
put an I in general.
I don't care either way.
I don't care either. Let's just roll. Take the choice.
Let's roll and die.
Yeah, let's do that too.
We're not gonna die. If we die, we'll come back out of the dream state.
We're just gonna die. Next, we're going with die.
Okay, you are trying to teleport through this dream state to the point on the map.
We'll use a story point.
Okay, I'm going to use one as well, but it's not against you, so don't worry. I'm not going to give you any upgrade. I can't really give you any upgrades.
You can't, can you?
No, I can introduce setbacks, but that's about all I can do. I'm not worried about it.
He did it!
Holy hell. Alright.
I love you, Cody!
Oh, you got this.
Alright, so, as you guys kind of hold hands, you come out, and this is kind of what you see.
Where's the tank?
Black.
Hold on.
That's what our low man mechanics skills.
You said the screen's black for you?
No.
Where's the tank?
Loaded.
Hold on, grabbing it.
You can delete this person, by the way. Or I can. I'll delete it.
Here, watch out. Jesse, up, now, go, move. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
I seem to have 4D now, so. Or, I have signal now.
There's the tank.
We're in it, too.
Why is that? Nah, never mind.
You guys never really specified which tank, so there's a tank for you.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, apparently it's open top and everything helped out.
Oh, thank God.
No, it's an open top type.
Open top
We-
something.
We made it safely. Now preparing to fight because there's no telling what's about to happen.
Even compared to the Abrams, this thing is like ancient technology. And it's like 700 years since the Abrams was a thing. We are literally driving around in a Flintstones mobile in the space future.
Would you prefer to be walking on your bare feet? Naked. In a thunderstorm and fire.
Yeah, why not?
Wait, where did everybody go? Oh, okay. You're hiding underneath it. Got it. I was like, where the hell is my other character that is missing?
Alright, so what's going on around in the surroundings around us?
You just see the same smoke and like flames and all of that. Outside these buildings, you actually see several charred bodies that are almost unrecognizable.
Okay, I'm here. What's going on? What did I miss?
Charred bodies are unrecognizable all around us. There's lightning and fire and death and destruction. Definitely in Sabine's mind, this looks totally different.
Go fuck yourself.
Is it because it looks like so much edge you could cut yourself on it?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
you go fuck yourself.
I had to poke it. I'm sorry. Don't take it personal, please. Don't
Carefully, I'm gonna walk through towards that.
Fuck that, man in the bank.
Me too.
Oh, fuck out. I'll walk.
Also,
Well, there's a gunner, a driver, and a loader.
Exactly.
Why are you choosing music from, what is this, Nightmare on Elm Street? I mean,
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to follow. The tank is going to follow, shortly behind her.
Okay.
slowly.
So we're in the tank.
You guys can stay out behind it. You guys don't have to keep following the tank. Hold on, I'm just moving you to get you out from underneath it.
Sorry, you put me on under it so I couldn't drive it. Carefully walking towards the logo. Yeah, he's right behind me and get there.
We have a shell loaded, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we also have someone on the machine gun, which should be loaded.
Definitely Krylox on the machine gun. Smoking
Oh, geez.
cigars.
Okay, so what the fuck is this?
Since I have the mechanic skills,
Right on top of it.
I was gonna say, since I have the mechanic skills, I guess I'll be the loader.
No.
Or you
Problem.
want to be the driver?
Problem.
What?
Four-person tank. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody doesn't want to do teamwork this part.
Okay, so we have someone who can fire the gun, someone who can fire the machine gun, and someone who can drive the tank, but we don't have anyone who can load the shell.
Gunner has a double deal.
Jeez.
Alright, so, as you guys wander up to that point, all you see right there is essentially like a little pile of garbage. Now, on the top of said garbage, kind of sitting almost like he's been placed there, is this, as soon as I actually get the image I want. And it will be in general.
What kind of tank is
It's an being object.
Come on, Khalil.
It's not actually a tank, it's a tank destroyer.
it? It's gonna be a good choice, you know, for destroying something. Just means we don't have really much armor. Now, is this
Okay.
taken for us, or was this given to us?
You thought it up.
It was given to you guys. You never actually specified what kind of tank, so I just found one and threw it in there. Essentially, it's not an actual Hellcat. It looks like a futuristic tank. To find an actual futuristic tank, it's going to take too long.
You can find a futuristic tank. Look at an Abrams
I'm talking like even further than that.
or a Challenge.
Anyway, we're not debating this. Anyway, right where this marker is, right here, you see a pile of trash. What appears to be a little plushie that looks like a hyena on top of it.
Oh. No!
Oh, it's so pretty. I want it.
It's you! No! That's mine.
I'm going for it. Fuck you.
No. I am the driver. You are not moving this shit.
Okay, actually, who is driving this? Who's driving it?
It's tank commander. I tell you forward.
There. Dylan, you are the only one who can move it because you're the driver.
Get yourself out from underneath, Cody. Okay. Now, who's gonna go pick up the fucking plushie?
That would be the person on the ground.
Me.
And if he jumps into her body, I'm shooting her.
Okay. That's fine.
I have my machine gun trained on that plushie.
Bring me back the plushie. No, don't shoot
I'm
the
not
plushie.
looking around before I pick up the plushie, looking in the garbage and such
I want the plushie.
for any kind of Danger?
And if you have a monster that appears that's like more than half this town, I fucking just... We're gonna slit my throat and get out of it.
Alright, so Christina, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Alright. Just straight perception.
Yep.
You get a boost for me because you're...
Oh, sorry, not just straight perception. It's going to be a average.
You get a blue for me because you're within short distance of me. Because I have heightened awareness. You better look carefully before you go pick up a plush.
Alright, so as you look around, you're not seeing anything. However,
Right.
you can hear growling.
Is the plushie moving?
Hmm.
I'm gonna look around for where the growling could be.
You're not seeing any growling. You can hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from.
I just want to say, I'm trying to look for where where it is, where the growling could be coming from.
So, Cola,
Yeah?
I'm not sure, but maybe I should go out there. I was the one having the vision.
If you want, go ahead.
So I'm looking around for where the growling could be coming from.
You don't see where it's coming from.
Crawl out, Tom Gunner.
Alright.
Crawl out. Crawl out.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't look in the direction of the growling. Okay.
You just don't know where it's coming from.
Okay.
Okay.
You had 2 successes there, so I used the second one to tell you you're not seeing where it's coming from.
Alright.
I will join you. And
Listen.
also looking and listening myself.
Okay, hold on. I gotta write this down because this is gonna be the episode name.
Stop. Hey, what's that down? Everybody look.
There we go. That is the Terror Plushie is gonna be the name of this episode.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a perception check,
Alrighty.
and then I'm going to grab the plushie.
Alrighty.
Was looking at the trash too. So.
Okay, so gonna roll my perception. And after I grab the plushie, I'm bolting back to the thing, so I hope you're ready.
By the way, you get a blue for rolling your perception.
I already get a blue, so now I have 2 blues.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I have olfactor, so not only am I using my eyes, I'm using my nose.
The title of this tune, Nick, is kind of misleading. It says dead silence, but I can really hear a mute button.
Oh, I silenced that as soon as
Well, you're kind of missing out on the other stuff too, so meh.
Blue. What'd you say the perception?
2 purples. 2 purples.
Like mine.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck do I see?
Oh my gosh.
You see exactly what you see here on the screen. What would you like your 2 advantages and your 1 triumph to do for you?
Well, I grabbed the plushie,
Okay.
and as long as the plushie isn't like,
Attacking you?
no, not attacking it. I'm not. Season don't fear the Reaper. As long as it's not like attached to the ground,
It appears to literally just be a plushie that was sitting on a pile of garbage.
like I said, I'm the plushie running back to the tank.
Alright.
And everything that doesn't go to my perception goes to me getting the plushie and getting back in the tank.
Alright, so you bail for the tank with plushie in hand.
Plushie. Try and stop this trash man. I dare you.
Okay. So, what next? You now have a plushie inside the the deal there?
I will look at the plushie while you told me.
Okay. So, Christina, as you stand out there, you hear some scratching from one of the rooftops to the south of you. Looking over, you see what appears to be a figure that you've seen before on Phobos.
I point. I just simply point up. Hopefully you guys
I
will.
think it looks different.
Shouldn't be.
Oh, no.
I'm about to pull out my blade.
And then you hear,
Traverse.
followed by more scratching.
There's more of them.
Traverse cannon.
Alright, everybody go ahead and roll me a cool check.
I mean, Krylock, you're out of the gunner seat.
Sure. I'm okay with being out of the
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
No, I was joking.
Don't need that. We don't need
So
that.
we're rolling vigilance or cool?
Cool. I need cool.
We're all rolling cool?
Yep. So Dylan got 0.3.
I'm gonna spend 2 strain to up it by 2.
Okay, so Nick,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do it before session, and I know I can't do it during session.
What's up?
But I think I have 70 plus points.
Yep, you definitely do.
And they need to be spent, and I wanted to do it before session, but because it took so long to get my groceries,
No worries, boss. Go ahead and fill out what you need.
I'll do it after combat.
Okay. That'll work for me.
I'm just gonna bare bones it right now.
Alrighty. So let's see. I got Dylan with
Down.
0.3, Christina with 0.4.
I have an extra success. I spend a strain. So I have 4 successes, 2 advantages to try it.
Okay, so Tyson is going to be going first regardless. So I'll give it as if he got 10. Because nothing else can roll that high.
Haha, that's what you think.
Unless you get a triumph or 2 triumphs, you're not going before him.
That's what you think.
Oh, roll it.
Give me a second, I'm making sure I don't have anything that augments my pool. No, I don't.
Two and 1.
Ah, damn it, I'm in second.
Right now I'm last.
Alright, so turn order is as follows. PC, PC, NPC, PC, PC. So, who would like to go first?
Who's currently on gunner?
That would be Tice, or, well, technically it'd be you, because you called it, etc., before the fight started, so.
Well, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask this. Christina,
Yeah.
would you like to reevaluate your position?
Yes, but I can't right now. But that's okay.
Well, technically you guys can, because you guys get to choose who goes when.
Who's going when? We have 2 PC movements before we have an NPC movement.
So yeah, you technically could choose to go first.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm running into the tank.
Alright, so that's your movement. You jump inside the tank. The open-topped tank.
Hey.
As you guys have all been, like, desperately calling it. Yeah, now this shit shows up. I see how it is, Dylan.
Nick, I say I'm running, but that's the reason why I use everything to get into the tank.
Yeah.
Because I know how long it takes to climb down into it.
Yeah, no worries. I know, I'm giving you guys shit. That's all that is. Alrighty. So, okay.
Go to fucking 180 degree spin, and then we are out.
Okay, so you get, yeah, like right about there. Alrighty. Creature turn. Jump, 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 jump.
You fucking what?
Jump, jump, jump. Alright, so, let's see. Need your tank icon because you only have so much in the way of health. Let's see here. Alright, give it 30.
So if anybody's got, the commander's spot, there should be probably like a crow's mount on the top with a machine gun. When it's your turn, I want you to fuck him up.
I have range heavy.
That would be Krylock, who said they're on the machine gun.
Yep. Well, no, you took over the machine gun, man.
No, he took over the main cannon. You took over the machine gun is what he's saying.
So I'm on top and I see this thing coming for.
Yes, but hold on, it gets to go before you can react, kind of.
I have a passive ability and I would
Okay,
like to use it.
what's that?
I'm going to turn and look at it, give it the finger and tell it to fuck off, because once I have commanding presence, once per session, I can do it, it's only once per session. I can make it post cool versus a splint check to force it to leave the encounter.
Wow, okay. So you said discipline?
Yeah, my cool versus its discipline.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an easy check.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a story point to increase that to a red, however.
What is your malfunction, Cat?
Hunger.
Forgot how to cat. Okay.
Alright. Can I do my advantages?
Feel free, sir. Feel free.
So, when it pisses off, my advantages are, it's 2 friends, so 1 each. Think, oh, well maybe they're not so much of a threat, and it gives them a time of pause. So therefore they lose their maneuvers on their next initiative. That's my 4. Pauses and lose their initiative on the other 2 aliens who don't leave.
Okay, I'll take that. Alright, so you react like that. The creature, as you tell it to fuck off, the thing decides to rebound and jump to here, and then it just vanishes over the house. Alrighty, so they moved, so on their next bid is when they'll have that. So next player, who would like to go?
Well, Tyson did all of that through a passive maneuver, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Let me ask you this, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Traversing cannon, is that going to count as an action or a movement?
I would say that's more of a movement than an action.
Okay, so I will spend my movement to track cannon,
Okay.
and then spend to fire, and yes, I do have gunnery.
Alrighty.
And fire upon that one. But
Which-
I also think we need to take this. Also, I would like to say this, even though I'm doing this, I think we need to take the mental route and basically just think these things away.
Okay, which one are you shooting at, by the way?
I did think one away.
Okay, that one. Alright, well, that guy is going to be roughly medium range from you, so that'll be 2 purples.
No. This is gunnery, Nick.
They've actually changed it in Genesis. It still uses the, actually they didn't change it. It still uses distances. Oh wait, no, you're right, this is going off of vehicle combat. Alright, well it's short distance, essentially, at this point. So, 1 purple.
You're not going to tell me a fucking 120 millimeter high velocity round is going to be tracking its medium distance from there to 30 feet over to the house.
That's true. Alright, go ahead, Cody, roll it.
Thanks, Sabine.
Good call.
What's the difficulty? 1?
Yep, 1, yes, 1, but it's upgraded once. So it's a red die. Not because I'm spending a story point, but because this thing has adversary. Okay.
I will use a story point. So myself. And
The Killdozer. The man lost everything, so he fought against the government.
Yep.
Okay, so Cody, You fire the cannon. You are deafened for a second as this cannon roars. For game purposes, you are going to take a setback to all perception checks until the end of this. I'll tell you. You'll know when the end of this is.
Technically, since not all of are wearing our fear robes.
That's true. All of you take this setback.
I'm in the driver's patch.
It's gonna be loud as fuck. And it reverberates through metal.
Oh, if y'all are really close to me, like in the tank, you get perception.
Alright, so Cody. Your tank cannon, by the way, does 5 vehicle-based damage, to let you know.
Okay. So I just did.
Essentially 50 points of damage. This thing is just like pink mist on the wind.
I believe around.
Alright, last player's turn. So... No, Christina took her turn running into the tank.
Oh, Tyson, you're on the commanding thing. There should be a machine gun.
That the machine gun that you're firing is firing a larger caliber and it will and turn that last one into mist.
Jello. Turn it into
I'll
Jello.
hit it with my cigar.
Okay. Do you wish to use the auto-fire capability?
Sure. My character's like... gun.
Okay. So from where that thing is at to where the tank is at, I'm still calling that short. But because you're doing auto-fire, that goes to a red automatically. Then thanks to this thing's adversary, it makes it a purple.
You posted a picture of the tank dozer.
Yes, I did.
So, one red, one purple, or just one purple?
1 red, 1 purple is what you'll be rolling against this.
I thought it was easy to shoot that for, the average for sure.
It is, but because you're shooting an auto-fire gun as well as this thing's adversary, it upgrades the check.
I suck at shooting.
Well.
I'm going to use story point.
Alrighty.
Also, I'm saving the image of that flash.
Hey. Go for it, dude. Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh.
So, Tyson, tell me what happened.
Ooh!
Yeah.
I start shooting it, and...
Oh, hold on, sorry. Disregard on the threat. I will take that for me. You just tell the despair.
There.
So, I have never shot a machine gun, and I start shooting it, and something horribly wrong, and an explosion. The machine gun explodes, delivering a critical hit to me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a critical hit.
What do I need to roll for that?
Die 100. You'll have to do it either in-game or get your real-world dice and roll the percentile dice.
How do you do it in the Genesis, in the
You-
20 again?
Okay, so you'll see the dice on the left.
I got it.
Okay, there you go.
So,
Okay, so 26 for Tyson. He actually got a better result. I would take that over the other.
Tyson, you know what happened, right?
I didn't close the bullets, right?
No, you didn't believe in the heart of cards.
Alright, so Tyson,
No.
essentially what happens, I'm going to slightly change this critical because it doesn't make any sense. Essentially what happens is the machine gun itself explodes, causing shrapnel to go into your body. So, what that means for you is you are stunned. So, you are staggered until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
What that means is you cannot perform actions. You can only do movements.
That was my plan.
Okay. And that's... Make sure you write down the critical, that way you know you have to heal that. Alright.
Right? If I'm in the gunner's position, I'm more than likely heard the explosion, and since I'm really the only person here that has any medical experience anymore,
Yep.
the doctor heard you almost destroy yourself.
Alright, so next player turn. We're at the top of the round.
I believe that should be the tank commander.
Whatever. Let's get out of here.
That would be Tyson.
No, the driver. We're talking about the driver.
Yeah, you said commander, but okay. Yeah, we exit the engagement area.
Yep. Alright, so you drive away.
And for good measure, if they're still chasing, it's only a short maneuver to adjust and refire.
Alright, so that's where you're at on the big map.
Back to the mall?
No.
No.
The tank. Look for the tank.
No. Okay.
I'm going to move your actual tokens over here in the corner. So.
I'm going to get us on this main road and we're going to go down.
Okay, hold on, sorry. I forgot that's actually not there.
Yeah, we're still going to head that hill.
Yeah, we're heading south. Sure.
Alright, so as you head south, you see people running across the street screaming, being chased by these creatures.
I'm hugging my plushie.
Okay? Amongst them, you see a little kid. A little boy, roughly 5 years old. He ends up falling. The creatures initially pass him because they don't notice in their haste to actually go for the adults. But then they turn around because they realize, ooh, easier prey.
Can I change man?
Hold on. I'm going to move you to something else.
How dare you?
Oh, whoops. Did I put us on the wrong one again? Yeah, I put us on the wrong one.
Put us back in the map.
Things here.
Oh, hey, since we're driving down the road, can Cody make like a heal check to get rid of my the critical hit or whatever problem?
Sure, why not? Cody, for you, it's going to be an easy medicine check. Alright, so you see the kid. He runs and he jumps on top of a car that happens to be there. And you can hear the creatures growling.
Well, I was going to say use canister, but if he's an elevator, that's bad, yeah.
The creatures kind of circle the car. The kid just sits on top crying. What are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, technically we can use canister if it scares these things off, and they do seem to work like predators.
Is there any way I could use my long arm to shoot at least one of them? What's your idea?
Well, no, Christina, because you're inside the tank.
I was just asking, could I use it?
If you wanted to actually shoot the long arm, your weapon, you'd have to get out of the tank, but yes, you can shoot it.
Well, I think we have to necessarily get out of the tank instead of floppy commander's hatch.
Right.
Anyway, I have a crazy idea. Somebody pop out the commander's hatch.
I have... No, wait. I have an even crazier idea. Do you want to hear my crazy idea?
Sure.
We can begin.
Do it.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a... go ahead and give me a daunting willpower check.
Hey! That's my hand. Do not bite that.
I'm gonna take
Angry little thing, move!
anymore.
Say what now, Tyson?
You want to use that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You said daunting?
Daunting, so 4 purples.
Since I'm close to Tyson, do I get that boost?
I think that boost was just for a perception check, but you still have his 24-hour boost.
Yeah.
And daunting. That's 4.
Yes, daunting is 4.
4 purples.
Yep.
Good job, Cody.
Alright, so what happens with your threat there?
I have a threat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I have a threat. Well, I forgot to take any aspirin after collecting our plushie. I take a string due to the fact that my headache is killer. Does that work well with the DM?
Yeah, that'll work.
My headache is massive.
Alright, so what's happening?
Cody just willed the kid into the tank.
Alright. Are we gonna have to roll fear checks?
No.
I swear to God!
Alright, so the kid just suddenly appears inside the tank with y'all.
Let go!
He continues crying. Oh, is she biting you or something?
No, she's attached herself to my leg.
Oh, ow.
Alright, so anyway, the kid continues to cry up until the point he realizes he's in the tank. He kind of looks around and he... What?
Hey, wait, hold up. My character had an idea. Or I had an idea.
Look, I have a plushie.
Hey,
No.
I have an idea, and this may not be the right say it. What happens if all these people are having this dream like us, and if they die here, they die in the real world, or their bodies are taken over?
What if this is just a dream state and all of these people are facets of someone inside you, and each one that's killed off, basically, a lost piece of psyche. So, if we kill each of these doggos, that would be, like, basically killing cancer. So...
It'll be a long day.
What if we just imagine the whole town back to the way it was? You know, just one big purge wave.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Alright, Dorothy. Anyway, so as you say, hey, look at the plushie, the kid's like, oh, I want the plushie. Keep in mind this kid's like 5 years old, 6 years old.
Sure, give him the plushie. It works better for him than you.
Say, you can hug me and the plushie.
Alright. So the kid hugs you. Cody, give me a daunting resilience check.
Oh, shit.
No, see, nothing ever gets done unless you do something stupid. Alright? The one thing I've realized.
It is a 4 purple resilience check. I'm going to actually upgrade it with a story point to 1 red, 3 purples.
So, resilient. Okay, you said, do I have any boost to resilience? Anybody here got any way to give me a boost?
Nope.
To what?
Not to resilience.
No.
I believe in you.
Well,
Oh,
that's good
geez.
enough for me. I mean, we are in a dream world. Come on, think fourth dimensionally here.
I am thinking fourth dimensionally here. I believe in you.
If it was a fear check, I could help you. Not a fear check, I cannot.
Nick, can I get a boost for the belief?
Sure. Since you believe it's a dream, I'll give you a boost to that.
Believe it.
Alright, roll it.
What's the difficulty?
4 purple, or 1 red, 1 red, 3 purples. Alrighty.
Wow.
Cody's taking on the triumphs tonight.
No, I roll 2.
I was going to say, Christina, you also have to look at my character. I have 70 points I haven't used, and I'm still adding up.
Alrighty, so Cody, as the little boy touches you and the plushie, you suddenly feel almost like a slithery presence inside your mind. Looking at the boy's eyes, you see that they aren't normal. They look kind of shadowy, if you will. The boy He immediately grabs hold of the plushie and begins to try and wrench it from your grasp. Luckily, you're able to hold on to said plushie. What would you like your triumph to be?
Kick the boy out of the tent.
My triumph is that, like, hell, he's getting this plushie. It's my plushie. I would fight.
Okay, so it's going to upgrade any check he tries to make to get it. Got it. Alright, so unfortunately, however, after the boy figures out that he can't just take the plushie, he grabs a hold of your head. So, I'll get with you in just a second on what that means.
Can I do something?
Go ahead.
That didn't sound good.
Where did that come from? From the thing?
The boy.
child?
That came from the boy.
Yeah, kick him out.
Can
Kick him
you
out.
roll initiative, or can I do something?
Go ahead, do something.
Let's see here. I'm gonna tell that little boy, look, little boy, this isn't the time to get pissed off. You take your hands off Cody and it's done. And I would like to use my running sort of core with my charm versus his discipline to do strain damage to him.
Alright, go ahead and roll,
Like a parent talks to a child.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a formidable, check.
So 4 purple or 5?
5.
Okay. Can I upgrade mine?
Yep, I'm going to do the same with the story point on my end too, so just make it one red, 4 purples. Oh, hold on, sorry. Increase that by 1 more red because of the adversary thing.
Not very nice. Do I get the boost for knowing this isn't real?
Sure, I'll give you a boost to that.
Alright, and then you said 2 reds, 2 purple.
2 reds, 3 purples.
Oh, dude.
Okay, so unfortunately it doesn't work, but what would you like the advantage to do for you in this circumstance?
I catch its attention for a temporary moment,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that temporary moment, it assists Cody
Alright.
with his whatever it's doing to it.
Okay. Alrighty, so, anyway, after the creature cries, you guys wake up back in the research lab. You guys see the shadow creature standing over each of you as you have been slumbering. Since you couldn't find the creature, you at some point had to go to sleep. And that's when this creature decided to make its move. Upon you guys waking up into the vents it goes.
I'm a reaction to this shit. Give me a story point.
By the way, Dylan, Sabine is awake again, by the way.
Okay, she's awake, but I'm still playing Pola at the moment.
Yep. Anyways.
I'm still charged. I'm snapping a shot into the fucking ceiling.
Alright, go ahead and roll it. It is going to be, because it is so close, it's going to be 1 red. Sorry, hold on. My mistake, I keep forgetting this thing has adversary. It's going to be 2 red. And then I'm all... Yeah, that'll work. It's too late, he already rolled.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
Oh, you are so lucky, Dylan, that you didn't get worse roll. Oh, I was hoping a despair would show up right about there. Alright, so anyway, how much damage does it do?
It's gone, man.
Oh yeah, that's right, this is the owl gun, isn't it?
Yeah. Boom. Quick little sound effect. There it goes. getting hit with the gun, that is a direct hit enough, and the fact that he's firing the full gun and got 2 advantages, which is enough to fire off 2 criticals.
Alright, so the creature disappears. Along with, like, part of the duct work as the, as the gun does its work.
Is my head alright? The damn thing was scrambling about in there for a little bit.
Anyway, you see Oma come running in. What the hell was that? Anyway, go ahead, Cody.
I was going to say, you never told me what happened, Nate. You were just like, I'll get back to you here in a second, and I'm going to done.
I know. Tyson did something that kind of changed the math a little bit. Alright, so, Cody. All of you guys see Oma as he runs into the room after hearing the owl gun shriek and all of that crap. What the hell happened?
Well, apparently
It's gone.
we did not take turns watching while this thing was here. We decided to sleep.
Blood, shadow creature, mind.
Wait, excuse me one moment. I find that here's a little sippy, trifling girly, and I'm kind of hungry. Would you be a dear? Get some drink for all of us, and we can all sit around the table and talk about it.
Sure. And he
Thanks.
wanders away.
I was just trying to calm the situation, everyone, because I really don't want to have any more anxiety.
Alright. So, Cody, as you kind of sit up in bed, all of that, as you kind of like sit down, like put your hands down to kind of help lift yourself up, you have a shooting pain through one of your palms.
What's wrong with my hand?
Looking at it, you see what appears to be that insignia etched inside your fur, as well as like onto the actual skin of your palm. It's a discoloration. In addition to that, as you all look around and kind of get your bearings again, you see a plushie sitting right next to Sabine that looks remarkably like the one that you guys found inside the dream. I'm not going to put it on there because the damn thing would be so tiny it's not worth putting it on. Anyway, so yeah, there is now a plushie there, in addition to Sabine. When you guys kind of look at it, you realize that it has the same colorations as Sabine. You would almost say that it's her in plushie form, but like exaggerated plushie form.
Cartoony plushie form.
So, put the plushie inside Sabine.
She's awake. You don't have to put the plushie in Sabine. She's awake.
I'm grabbing the plushie, damn it. I almost died for this thing.
Alright, so go ahead and add a hyena plushie to your item list.
It's nice to see you too, Sabaki.
You feel Sabine feels a hand on her shoulder.
I will give you a hug.
See what's on your shoulder.
Okay, you see your cousin Kola.
For the last person I hugged with my plushie tried to see it.
It's good to see you awake, cousin. You gave us quite a scare.
How long?
What was it? A week and then a couple of days now. You've been out you've been out 16 days.
It's been a month.
Shouldn't have been a month.
Yeah, it has been a month.
You said it was a month between the end of season 1 and
Okay, so it's been 32 days. You've been asleep a month and 2 days.
Yeah, you missed the season finale of that, your favorite.
Just to catch you up, Phobos has fallen.
And apparently, after the attack, which apparently there were multiple sites. We all went to multiple sites. You went to one. Me and Krylok went to another. And no, wait, was it me and Krylok or was it me and Rocky?
You and Rocky.
It was me
And Dre.
and one. And
Krylak went to one on his own.
Oh, I thought Ace went with you.
No.
But in all of that, apparently you were flashed, put into a coma. I'm not sure how yours got shut down. I blew up. I ended the fuck out of that one.
I light a cigar.
Okay.
And apparently,
You find out you're missing one from inside your case.
Really?
Yeah, apparently you were actually smoking one in this other in the dream.
Or smoking one in bed, surprised the alarm didn't go off.
that means I actually ate a cheeseburger.
You do feel slightly fuller than you did before.
Wait, hold on. Is that creature like gone, or is there any gone?
It's gone. It is like legitimately gone.
I wonder if the shadow creature cooked me a burger.
Oh, you do have the market.
Anyway, so about that time is when Oma comes back with the food's ready. It'll be in the kitchen when you are.
Well,
I'll get up and go eat since I'm not part of this.
Dylan, I forgot the first rule. When you're in the land of the Fae, you're not supposed to eat the food.
I like how you just now thought of that. Alrighty.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, Oma wanders off again to go get Chow.
I'll wander off with him since I don't know Sabine.
So, I am sitting here catching up Sabine, basically letting her know that Phobos has been annexed, or basically quarantined, but really it's not quarantined, we're just making sure nothing ever escapes there. Which we're contemplating on basically just erasing it, but we can't do that because, corporations.
Oh, I pat Sabine on the shoulder and go, I'm glad you're back, Sabine.
It's good to be back.
Also, Krylak's not a doctor anymore. That would be me. I'm the doctor. I'll be your physician.
Yeah, after I died the last time, the corporation made some slight modification.
They rebooted you.
Pretty much. Maybe I tweaked myself within the system, I don't know.
Anyways, I would like you to meet my little friend. I don't know how it's here, but when we were all apparently in some sort of dreamscape, we found this. Plushie. Looks kind of like.
So it does.
Definitely. Don't you see the resemblance?
Yes. It's blob. It's blob-like. Anyways, the guy who just came and left with food, or to let us know that the food is ready, that is, if you remember that file that I gave you on that man that TTI had me kill, that is Metis. He is helping us out. What were you saying, Nick?
I was just going to say he actually isn't there at the moment. He went to the Chow Hall. Or went to the dining area.
We're still not exactly sure what happened to you, only that it looked like your shadow was fighting off an infection by whispers, and it seems to have cleared up, I think. We haven't run any blood tests here recently after something burst forth from your chest. which you might want to check and make sure you don't have any holes or don't have sprung any leaks.
Drink some water, quick.
The creatures seem to have been a mixture of blood and shadow, more than likely just some battling force. And Cola here shot it into oblivion.
Good job, guys.
It was a reaction, nothing more.
It's a good thing I've given the guns out.
Yes, it definitely is, and Cola looks a little troubled.
He's now an NPC.
What is troubling you?
That creature was much faster the last time we saw it.
So, what you thinking is there's more than just one?
That's a possibility.
Or it
I
could
don't-
have fed off of the person it's attached to become stronger.
I don't know. Let me think about a cheeseburger.
Nothing seems to occur from thinking about a cheeseburger, other than the fact that your stomach grumbles as it
Other than
wants
that,
food. Other than as your stomach grumbles because
Hello?
it's... Hi, can you hear me?
Nope.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
Okay.
You said other than?
Other than the fact that your stomach grumbles at the thought of food, nothing happens.
Oh, but I already had a non-existent cheeseburger.
Yeah, but you're still hungry. It was one cheeseburger. When have you ever only eaten one cheeseburger?
Yesterday.
Fine. We're gonna go over your charts, and then we're all going to go get food. Are you able to stand?
I don't know. Let's find out. Everyone stand up.
Alright, so you swing your legs out from bed. You go to stand up. Give me a coordination check. An average coordination check.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
you seem to be perfectly fine. Hey, what's up, Cody?
I don't know if any of y'all have seen this. Did I post this in the other channel? I did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, Max. Hey, Max. Have you?
I'll watch this in a second when I'm not recording. Alrighty, so anyway, so you're able to stand up. Cola kind of stays near-ish just to help catch you if you start to get unsteady. But you don't appear to be in any immediate need of help to walk around on your own. So, Cola, I guess, helps kind of escort you to the dining facility where you see a lovely spread of food just on the table. Some of it looks like it was actually cooked instead of synthesized.
Wait, why is this door closed?
What door?
I can't move to me.
Yeah, I actually left to go eat. I was just letting them have their moment.
Just so you know, I cannot select myself.
Should be able to.
Nope. You see the green dot?
Is it on the
Yeah, that's because you were actually drawing on the board.
Oh! I didn't
Oh
know.
my!
Why is there a shit all over the place?
That's right. I'm wearing a symbiote suit. I'm connected to the ship.
Yep. So, anyway, the spread is fairly nice. Some of it even looks like it was actually cooked instead of synthesized. Oma kind of looks around and says, "It's good to see you up and about, Sabine.
And I'm back.
Welcome back."
Harumph.
So, do you mind filling me in on what's going on?
Well, apparently, at some point during our, how would you say it? Our hunt for the creature, we apparently at some point all fell asleep at the exact same freaking time.
Instead of taking what?
E.g. a horrible plot device.
You guys all looked pretty tired, so when Cola fell asleep in the chair, I just figured I'd have my guys check in on you every little bit. So,
Well,
you guys did spend almost 24 hours combing the entire facility for that thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised Kit didn't wake me up.
Actually, I'm a little surprised too. And he gets kind of that look on his face like, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. And he's like, you see him pull out his pad and he starts to like jot some notes down, etc.
Sounds like the GM forgot a specific note.
No, I didn't forget. I knew he had Kit.
Yeah. I just didn't need Kit, so,
Anyway, so
Anyways, apparently, when we all went into our sleep,
Or coma
creatures,
stasis.
the creatures snuck down and put us all in some sort of shared dreamscape, which just happened to look like Phobos. Very, very bad choice for them because, that's obviously fake.
was it a bad choice though?
Yes. After you've left the place in ruins, with as dead silent as it was, you kinda know there is no going back. Unless there's some sort of time machine, since, well, you don't need to know that.
Time travel is definitely impossible. My mentor was living proof of that.
Who was your mentor?
Well, it may not have been a time. It may not have been a time machine, but it was definitely a dimensional gate.
Yeah, I concur.
What are you guys talking about?
How do you think this incursion occurred?
They're talking about we're discussing a sort of dimensional rift, essentially. The ability to go between different multiverses, or different planes of existence, if you will. So,
yeah, it's kind of the reason why Phobos is in the situation it's in, I believe. Because what happened on Phobos is during that incident, during the incursion, somebody opened up these dimensional gates and the whispers came through. Well, we thought we shut all of them. Well, shut is probably a very lax term. That blew mine up.
to answer your earlier question as well as to who my mentor was, his name was Talon Heimdall.
I believe you've mentioned so in your communiques.
I didn't think his work would be coming back this.
Well, it was his work that led to whoever built the gates, and the gates are what let this evil in.
Well,
sort of.
Sort of? What do you mean by sort of?
What do you know that you're not telling us, Prolop?
Well, didn't wasn't it more like his design and stuff? Him that created the game. that made this thing come here, right?
Well, he made the first gate.
Who?
Which basically laid out the plans for building the gate.
Who?
Who?
Right. But he didn't actually build the gate. That was actually... He may have built the gate, but some of the pillmen got here.
Who is this who you're speaking of?
What do you mean, who? I'm talking about the person that Cody's talking about.
Yes, but I want to know who it was.
Talon.
I think you're under an assumption that is incorrect. My mentor never built a gate.
Yeah.
He actually kind of looks over at Sabine. You actually carry some of his research within you.
Well,
Oh.
Talon is looking at Sabine, or not Talon, sorry, Oma. Oma is looking at Sabine and he says, you carry some of my mentor's research within you. Though who actually did this to you is beyond me, because this is some work that I have never seen before.
Oh, so we're not talking about gays for your mentor. We're talking about the thing that you about us being with Shadow.
well, I thought in one of your communiques... let me go on.
Yeah, I was going to say you might want to read that again, Cody, because I'm pretty sure it never mentioned Talon built a gate. Anyway, so
What exactly do you mean?
you have a transcendent implant that has been masterfully imparted onto your very being. Excitation, if I am not mistaken.
How?
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you who actually was the one that you had work on you to get this implant put into your body.
I've never had anyone work on me.
So you're saying you've got an implant without actually having any surgery done to you.
Look, the last thing I remember before I woke up and had bed about 20 minutes ago is overloading a generator in some complex in the bowels of Bones.
Well, that shouldn't have given you a transcendent implant. That you would have to have come into... Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, I fully expected to die down there. The fact that I'm still alive is a mystery.
Oma, speaking of
Raw.
transcend...
No, raw. And he gets up and he immediately kind of almost half running runs through this door and then goes this way.
Hydra?
I don't know, but I'm going to follow it. I'd like some answers.
Hail Hydra.
Okay, so you see him on a terminal. He has input a password and he is almost fanatically and desperately typing away at his console trying to pull up some sort of information.
You're scaring my plushie.
Your plushie is fine.
My mentor, Talon, he spoke of an MCM.
Spoke of what?
An MCM. It's a extraplanar being, if you will.
Yeah, Hydra. That's what I was going to ask you about.
Hydra is not an accurate term, according to Talon. He called that one Apophis. There's a second one. His name is Ra. We've only ever seen... He looks over at you. How much do you know about TTIs, what they do?
I know they experiment with some shit that really shouldn't.
That's not the half of it. What else do you know?
My family deals in some pretty shitty shit with them.
I know they made the little chips that we have. You still have that?
Yes.
Yes, we do still have
So you see Oma, and he kind of air quotes, made. Those ships are not made, they are born.
Whoa.
Grown.
I understand they're living.
Yeah. It's like Kit here. They were
Born.
Oh, Rusty, speaking of which, has anybody seen it?
Last I knew you were wearing your suit.
Your suit has been stored for your own safety. During your healing, I did not want the suit, the Gygus, to implant itself on you to the point where you wouldn't be able to remove it. Which, by the way, Tsubaki, you might want to remove yours within the next day or so, otherwise it will become permanent. A permanent part of your body.
Oh. Well, looks like we're gonna have a day apart. A play day, if you will.
Nick,
What's up?
check your messages.
Check your DMs, it's important.
Okay. Anyway, okay. So, anyway, he kind of looks back, and he looks a little closer at Sabine because they put on like the medical dress, etc. Wait, he goes over and he just like pulls it down slightly. Rusty, what the hell?
What's going on?
He says, Sabine, if you wouldn't mind taking off that, you're not going to need it. Underneath the garment that Sabine was wearing, you see what appears to be Rusty. But Rusty has gone from a pretty, like a dark black, like a black color, to almost, essentially it's taken on more colors similar to Sabine. As you guys actually watch, you can see part of the suit actually starting to take on coloring of like one of Sabine's spots.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You are now officially a symbiote with your suit. You can no longer remove it. Normally, and he kind of glares and says it pointedly at the suit, normally it is supposed to be the knight's choice on whether or not they decide to get to this level of symbiosis. But it looks like Rusty has decided to make that choice for you. So congratulations. You actually see him look a little bitter about it as well.
Whatever. It's a suit.
It's much more than a suit.
Stick my finger along the seam where it was in the neck. Just trying to feel around for it.
You don't feel any seam whatsoever.
It is now your special friend.
That would be old man.
Well, it'd be hard to find a hole anymore.
Anyway. Well, I am not the one that... I cannot give you certain information. That's something you'll have to learn for yourself. Suffice to say that I believe that that shadow creature might have been an agent of Ra. Or possibly even Apophis.
One of the two.
Without further research, I won't know for certain.
Who's wrong again?
So wait, if these shadow creatures are the transcendent thing, what about that one that tried to rip open my head? In the dream world.
That was the shadow thing.
That was the shadow?
Yeah, huh?
He kind of looks at you and he's like, what thing tried to rip your head open in the dream world?
Well, while we were in the dream, we had collected this
little plushie, and I'll show him the plushie. No, you do not get to have his plushie.
He looks at it and he's like, wait, this came out of a dream.
Yes, it's mine.
And so did my cigar.
He, like, grabs you by the shoulders. Did you give it anything?
Did I give
Anything at all? Did you give it anything?
Did I give the plushie anything?
No. The creature. Did you give it anything? Answer the question. This is serious.
No, it didn't get my plushie.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's why he has a mark on him.
Wait, what? Show it to me.
Yeah, I got...
Show me it.
Here, it's my hand.
Okay, he takes your hand and, like, roughly, like, pulls it up and looks. After a second, he, like, takes a snapshot of it as well. And then he just kind of releases it. And he sits down and he just kind of sits there staring at you, but he's, like, doing the chin rub thing.
You know, you'll wear down the bone. You keep doing it.
Is this guy right here that's making this teach?
Yep, that's the guy.
Matthews or whatever his name is?
Metis. Oma Metis, yes.
The child / shadow creature thing, because his eyes weren't exactly all there. When he realized I wasn't going to give him the plushie, and that he wasn't going to be able to take it from me, he got mad, and basically tried to get into my head.
And you were forcefully awakened, and that's when it died.
Yeah, we kind of... That's when you came rushing in after the gun was discharged, and the creature that apparently had put us in the dream state went... I'm not sure if it's dead, you know, because the inner workings of this gun are still kind of, you know, I don't know what happens when you're hit with it, I just know you no longer exist here.
Let me see the specs for let me see this gun.
Actually, here you go. I will hand him the specs, the rundown on everything that I have on the build of the gun. Basically, every bit of research I put into the weapon.
You've based this on owls, haven't you?
What gives you that idea and the fact that it cries whenever you pull the trigger?
It's not just the cries. You know too little. Far, far too little.
Yeah, well, when you give a child a handgun.
And I don't have the time to teach you. That's the...
Let's get back to this. What is this? In my palm.
That...
By the way, is this your facility?
Yes, this is my facility.
And out of character, where's this facility at?
It's in the dark of space. Fairly close to, if I remember right, somewhere like between Earth and Mars. You're not sure exactly where, but it's somewhere in that area.
Oh, it's kind of like, you know, a black site.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if my family has one of those.
That is an Eon glyph.
And why is it burned in my hand?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the I don't know why this is in my hand or why this plushie is here. But the plushie is here and I have a mark on my hand.
So, anyway, Oma at this point kind of like leans back into his chair. He puts the tips of his fingers together and he just kind of sits there. And you can tell that he's like really deep in thought.
I think we've thrown too much on him.
You know, would you like another science facility?
If you're offering me the one that you've got on Mars, I will pass, thank you.
I got a second floor. Some open space.
Unfortunately, Doctor, you're a little unaware of my current circumstances. This black site is one of the only places that I can truly be secure.
Yeah, Medicare is technically dead.
There's always ways to make people secure.
Not on Mars. Not on Mars.
Yeah, I kind of killed Metis. Well,
He speaks up. It was necessary. We needed a ruse to throw off TTI.
Oh, I did that before. I slit my own throat. It's kind of interesting.
The difference is, Krylock, actually, he wouldn't know that. Disregard on that part.
well, I was gonna say actually the difference here, Krylock, is that well, you got a new body. Metis regenerated a hole, quite massive hole too.
So, are we gonna sit here all day and chit chat, or there's an entire planet that's just one?
We're comparing stars.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've died twice now.
You're doing a great job at it.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, if you die one more time, you'll catch up.
One of those self-inflicted doesn't count. You know, the third one. You know, the third one's free.
No.
I didn't remember the mug in a t-shirt. Yes, welcome to hell.
What's hell?
No, never been there myself.
Nearby, just keep waking up in a facility every time I die.
Dylan, the answer to that is that's what it's called. If you want, you can call it TI. Oh, okay, it's going to be Will.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, initially I was going to give you the characteristic, but then I read it again. It's like, oh, he just needs the skill. Alrighty. So
while you guys are sitting there, arguing, I find a piece of paper somewhere, and I'm like, okay. If I remember right, should be able to do it. And I'm trying to light.
okay. So I need you to roll me a TI or Transcendent Implants check, and it's going to be easy. Okay. No, it's not there, but what does the setback do to you?
Probably quite a bit of strain. And despite the pain behind my left eye.
There you go. Also, anytime you use that, Dylan, for a mechanical standpoint, it costs you 2 strain. So you take 3 strain. Just so you're aware, anytime you use that, it's going to cost you 2 strain.
Alright. Do we see you light things on fire?
Be right back.
I'm just standing in the corner of the room doing it.
Yeah, so essentially, as you guys are chatting and arguing, etc., you see him, or you see Subak or Sabine pull out a piece of paper and just kind of looks at it, and suddenly, just instantly, it's gone. And it's a lot of fire too, by the way. It's actually more than you intended to burn this paper up by quite a bit.
Oh, you're ready to see this, or just?
By the gout of flame, every one of you saw it.
kind of flicking my wrist, and then the other hand, the hand immediately goes back up to the eye. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I gotta try that. Think real hard.
Whatever.
I don't think it's going to work.
Can you light my cigar next time? That would be fun.
No.
Sorry, I'm back. My mom was calling.
You didn't miss much. Sabine just lights the place on fire.
Okay.
Oma! You have a second, I think I found where that implant was.
Yep, I think you did too.
In your head. It might have something to do with this little big black orifice in my left eye here.
Usually whenever the implant is implanted inside the subject, they usually develop some sort of physical characteristic. It appears that yours is changing your eye from its usual color into a midnight black orb.
So wait, are all these creatures we're running into also some...
So wait,
If you're talking about the whispers, no, they are not in the scientific world of symbiosis. They are not symbiotes.
so
They are something else.
so the
Go ahead, Cody.
oh no, I go on.
To be honest, nobody really knows. We have some theories, but we don't know.
So what's your theory?
My theory? My theory is they're foot soldiers.
Which ones? The whispers?
Yes.
Well,
But foot soldiers need somebody to command them.
if the
So
whispers are just foot soldiers, I need to start making guns for their commanders.
yeah.
I have a feeling that we're dealing with something that a gun won't exactly fix.
You would be correct.
Sabine, there is nothing in this world that the proper application of science cannot fix.
No, that's where you're supposed to say, if you got a problem that gun can't fix, you need more gun.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
No, I was going back to the first one of there is nothing that the proper application of dynamite can't solve.
That too.
There's also Ghostbusters. You saw the end of that.
Yeah, but Cody. This is basically your character.
Yes, I know. I build weapons. If gun doesn't work, get more gun.
Hey, I mean, if we can ever get, the Dreadnought up and running, we get the particle accelerator on that thing.
I'm Space Gummer.
Nice.
So, anyway, Alma kind of looks at you all. Guns aren't going to help. This general, if you will, does not exist in our plane.
Well, then I will just have to make him exist.
I pray to God that is never the case.
It might be the case with what we face.
The thing is, Metis, how do you kill a god? First you make him mortal.
This isn't Old Man Henderson.
This isn't what?
This isn't Old Man Henderson. This isn't Call of Cthulhu. You're not Old Man Henderson, and we're not fighting half to.
So, what do we need to do?
Cody?
First things first.
Yes, I heard you.
Okay.
What you need to do. If you were to try and defeat this being, which is something myself and my master has not, or my mentor has not been able to do, you need knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
He thinks a moment. I've got it.
Uh-oh. If it involves you taking your shirt...
No, it does not require that.
Do it, take the shirt off.
There's a research lab that my mentor told me about once. They used it to research MCMs.
Break down that acronym.
Medicule manifestation. It's what we use as far as beings from another world. Something along the lines of gods, if you will.
Amazing. Can it be weaponized?
I really like the way you think.
Well, remember, Cody, if I fuck up too hard, not only do I basically turn into an elemental, I also incinerate whatever planet I'm on. So, yes, it can be weaponized.
Anyway. As far as I know, I would not want to figure out how to weaponize an MCM. I don't think we could handle that.
I think
I will. Hey, I know almost literally nothing but what I got from reports on owls, and I built this.
Building a shrieking gun that tears the fabric of space and time is not difficult compared to what you're saying.
I will. What I'm saying, Oma, is if we can't walk into it, we might just have to stumble.
Well,
with a lot of trial and error.
he kind of looks around and he's like, there is one way to possibly enter their home field. My mentor was not keen on doing it anymore, which is, I think, a wise choice. But if you are so inclined to walk that path, I can guide you at least to the door.
Metis,
Or a door.
If I have to, I will face God and walk backwards into hell.
Very well.
Fight to him because they won't expect it.
Are you all in agreement?
I am.
Hell, Metis. I'm already a teamer.
Actually, I have one class to be in agreement.
You say that again, Tyson? I didn't actually hear you.
I have one request in me agreeing to this.
And that is?
One, I need a knife cigar. Two, you gotta show me how to make a place to the black star. I need some black stars from my, back.
I do have one request myself.
This isn't, he kind of looks at you and is like, I'm happy to help you, but you do realize this is your choice, right? I can show you the door, you have to step through it.
Metis,
I'm gonna kick it in.
Metis, I have one request though before all of this goes down. Don't tell my mom.
He kind of looks at you. Believe me, I won't tell Vice Captain Winlance about this at all. If you're all in agreement.
Like I said, I'm already halfway to becoming a demon. You might as well keep going.
He kind of looks over at you. You're already there, Sabine. I don't have to do anything to help you. You can open the door at any time.
I will face God and walk backwards into hell.
Yes, but I'm looking for a way to open the door without blasting the surface of whatever, orbital body I'm on.
Do it in space. In space, no one can hear you scream.
Well, before you can open the door, all of you are going to need the key. For that, you're going to have to go to one of the old TTI research facilities. Ironically, the same one that I've already been thinking about for the information you're going to need.
No, don't say it.
Unfortunately, I've lost track of where this facility is.
Don't say it.
Why do I have the feeling there is
Don't
some
say
sort
it.
of proverbial train in the distance, and it's rushing towards us with an unerring sort of finality?
I need you to collect something from this research facility when you can find it.
Don't say the location. Please, for the love of God.
Cody's like, oh god. No, it is not on Phobos.
Okay.
No, last I saw it, it was orbiting Uranus.
Woo! Out since I
It wouldn't happen to be. Where's that map?
That's actually what I was looking for too.
Oh, we go to that fucking wild one. If Nick's doing what I think he's doing, I know where we're going.
Okay, there's the map. Okay, so Cody, if you want the map inside the Sounds and Silence, it's on the PDF page 9.
I don't have a PDF right
How do you not have sound? Oh, wait. Okay, so essentially, hold on,
I have it!
Hold on, I'll just cut it and then I'll put it.
Is it in HSD materials?
No, I'm about to put it there though.
You said it's on page 9?
Yeah, page 9 of it.
I see text.
Literally 9 out of 110.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see, what do we have around the orbit of Uranus?
Where is the book?
I will get it to you. I just have to cut this out real quick so you can actually see it. File, save
Wait, let me check my
as.
files.
Gonna put this under maps. I'm gonna put this as Sol Galaxy. Save that. Okay. So,
Sound and silence.
yep, it's on page 9 of the PDF. So, actually, I'm going to change my background to this because this would be much cooler as a background. Okay. Oops. So put this
Okay.
under HSD materials. Upload.
It wouldn't happen to be Titania or Umbriel, would it?
Those are both,
You would possibly be correct. He starts kind of going through his files.
Oh no, that's right. My family chose. I chose for my family Umbriel.
Yeah. The facility itself is on Titania.
Thank God it's not. But that still is not good.
You'll need to travel there. He gives you basically... He gives you the coordinates to get to Umbriel from there, or to Titania from there, from where you're at. He tells you that this site will be moving, so once you leave, you will not be able to return.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
I hand him another unburned slip of paper with, I don't know, my toggle number on it, just in case he's in touch with us.
Don't worry, I've already given you a secure toggle. You do not have to give me your personal number here, especially since it is not secure.
Hold on to it there.
I have a secure toggle, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be too happy.
The secure toggle is for business. This is what you get alone with.
Oh, jeez.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, I appreciate it.
No, see, the question is, I was going to say, the question is Metis into the type of woman that, you know... Huh?
Tripod.
Wow, that was No, not well. I mean, technically, yes, but that's an anatomical feature of a specific species.
Anyway,
I was gonna say Tsubaki. Well, no, she doesn't really. I mean, I guess you can't use this.
what was that, Christina? I heard that snort. Alright, so, this is where we will stop for tonight, unless, we'll keep role-playing, but we're not going to be able to get any further than where we're at, because I don't have any of that prepared yet.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Because because we're skipping something that I had planned and moving up the timetable a bit.
Oh, fun.
So,
skipping something he
So anyway, we can continue to role play out the minor stuff if you'd like. I don't mind giving you guys some other basic information, but a lot of the next stuff you'll find is actually going to have to be found.
Yeah. Now I already have his contact information, right? Because I'm gonna hope that he's gonna keep researching into whatever this burn mark is, and no, he cannot have the plushie. It's mine. Fuck off.
He essentially tells you to keep the plushie safe because he's not sure exactly why, but he has a feeling that plushie is very important.
But I mean, it looks like me, and I'm important, so.
You are very important.
I wouldn't know. I don't know you yet, so.
Look at the
Oh, sure.
I'm just hoping that on our trip to Titania.
Tatiana?
Anyway.
On our trip to Titania,
So it's a TT.
we don't run into any more of my family that might question what we're doing.
That would be bad.
Well, yeah, I'd hate to have to admit to my mother I'm doing something.
Suicide, basically.
Yeah, it's not suicide, not yet. We should stop at Ganymede on the way out, though.
What? Might be a good idea.
So,
Yeah, you know, everyone should see their family.
we're gonna head over to our science facility over in Mars. I got some things I got there I need to do. We're gonna go searching
Well,
before we head out.
if you have the ability to hop ship,
You guys actually, as you guys kind of look, you guys are actually fairly close to Mars. You could actually technically make a pit stop to pick up equipment and not lose much time.
Nice.
alright.
I have things to attend to and T's to cross and I's to dot before we head out.
Yeah, and I need to go check in on a couple of friends and make sure they're still alright on Mars. Let them know I haven't died.
I need to get back to Mars. Let my girlfriend know I'm not dead.
So, at this, your cousin, Cola, speaks up. He's like, and it's about time I get back to it. This sounds like something that I'd better leave to you, cousin.
Nicola, if you want to tag along with us, you want to be welcome to, but I wouldn't recommend staying as far as you can stay away from this fucking mess. If it were up to me, and I wasn't already buried in this up to the proverbial neck, I would go back to Ganymede, and I would find a hole, and I would let Aegeus know bitter habits.
But, Cola,
Unfortunately, I have my own battles I must fight, so if you could drop me off on Mars, that would be appreciated. I can catch a lift out from there.
I'm gonna be sad to see you go. But I hope we get to meet again.
I'll be sad to see you go.
And hopefully under, further circumstances, we can get to know each other better.
At which point Cola turns to you, gives you an appraising eye, and says,
He also says, Permisserent ut D.
I've read that book.
what?
That's just what he says. Permisserent ut D.
Kit, translate.
Kit kind of makes you shrug your shoulders.
What good are you?
Okay.
So you should take it off.
Nick, there's a reason I use German accent with my characters.
Yeah.
If it is a second language they would speak.
Yep.
It's such a good language.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, bitte?
anyway, so he just kind of touches his forehead, like point kind of comes to you, and then he says, "May we be off."
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't exactly leave. I have the only ship.
Yeah, and between him and I, we're both better pilots than you are, so...
Unfortunately, I cannot pilot the ship. Apparently, it requires a TTI interface.
True, you can't pilot this particular ship, but I can.
I've gotten very good at telling the ship what I wanted to do. Thank you very much.
Alright, so I take it you guys are heading towards Mars.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright, so you guys take off. It takes you a couple hours, but you manage to make it to Mars.
Grab whiskey and ammo.
Okay.
There we go.
So as you guys come down over Mars towards your research facility, something new has occurred. Something that is a little kind of like, oh, okay, that's different. You see that a corp town has essentially sprung up around your guys' facility.
Huh.
I
This
lean
is
out
your
and I go,
facility?
it looks
Nice.
like it looks like it's turning on quite well.
Why is the headquarters of my weapons manufacturing facility surrounded in a corp town?
Oh. You mean the science facility? The science facility is actually town. It seems that most of the corp towns sprung up around the science facility. If you look closely, you can still see the science facility there.
And he is correct. About the center of it is where you see your science facility.
Yes.
But it has a lot of land between it and the first buildings.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, Kryluk, the reason why I chose the facility's location outside of the city is because I test weapons that break the laws of physics.
Oh, you'll have plenty of space for that and stuff for your testing. There shouldn't be a problem with that. And I believe the science facility that you decided to choose was actually my science facility.
Wait, what? At what point did you buy the building?
I bought the building a long time ago. Here's a science. In fact, I've quadrupled the space of the science facility.
I can personally, out of character, vouch for that. You guys have been using a research facility that Tyson backroom dealed for you guys. So, welcome to your guys' research facility.
But if you look closely, I quadrupled it on one level, and it's now 2 levels.
No, I can't look at it. There's no image.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do an image for it. But it is quite massive.
Alright, so, anyway, that's where we call it for tonight.
Okay.
Let me see here. I need to get out your guys' research
Place for
facility.
all the refugees.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what kind of led that. Let me